Imbolc blessings to you all. I've had a very interesting morning. I went to some hills near where I live called the Malvern Hills. So if you're from the UK, you may know those in Worcestershire. If you're not, then look them up. They are a very, very special place, and I feel so blessed to live so near to them. And when I was there, I picked a rune, Lagos. I did do a video when I was there, but unfortunately the wind kind of took my voice away, so you can't actually hear anything that I'm saying in the video, which is quite amusing, but it's not very useful. And it got me thinking with Lagos about, so Lagos represents your ability to flow. It's a water energy. So imagine a nice river flowing. It's the kind of energy where things are moving along as they should be. You know, it's just going along and there's no obstacles in the way. It's just that movement, constant movement going through. And it made me realise when I was on my way to the hills, there was nothing that stopped me. So when my alarm went off, I just got up. I got myself breakfasted. I got myself out. There was no traffic on the way there, which is very unusual going in that direction. And parking up, I managed to pay very easily on the car park, and walking up the hill, managed to get there in time before the sunrise arrived. So what I want to suggest here is think about a time in your life where a day has gone very well for you, where you felt in that flow. And I know you know what I'm talking about. You've had days like that before where things just seem to flow and glide. It's like every traffic light you come through, it's a green light, or people open doors for you, or your work just seems to go without any effort. Computers don't break down or freeze, they just work. It's that kind of energy. And I want you to think about what happens on that morning when you have those kind of days. And I'm going to suggest to you that potentially those kind of flowing days, imagine a day like your birthday, for instance. You go to bed the night before and you know it's your birthday the next day. You know that the next day your social media is going to be full of loving messages wishing you happy birthday from all kinds of people you don't even probably know, but they've had a notification that it's your birthday. You'll also have, you know, gifts and cards, and you'll probably have something interesting or exciting to do with your friends and family, or, you know, you'll have your desk decked out at work or something. So, you know, on that day, when you wake up, it's going to be a good day, and things just seem to happen nicely for you. You might have other surprises. Maybe you win the lottery that day, a £5 lottery win or whatever. You find that it's sort of, because you started the day with that energy of like, everything's going to go my way, it happens for you. And that's kind of, I think, what happened with me this morning is I set an intention for what I was going to do the following day. And subconsciously, my body clicked into place as sort of like, this is how we're going to do it. This is what's going to go. This is how it's going to happen. And all of a sudden, there's no obstacles in the way, and it's just open. So I'm going to say to you now, tonight, when you go to bed, plan for yourself what you want your next day to look like. So think to yourself, have a good plan, like, what time am I going to get up? Make sure you get up at that time. If you set the intention before you go to sleep, you will wake up at that time. Your brain will just be like, I'm awake now, I'm ready to get up. Plan what you have that's exciting, something interesting to do. So that might be that you decide, right, I'm going to wake up at 6 and I'm going to go for a walk around the block before my breakfast. It could be that you decide you're going to get up and maybe do something work-wise before the children wake up. So then you haven't got to do that later on in the day. So then at 11 o'clock that day, you could have a coffee or do whatever you want to do. So Lagos is that energy of allowing that flow, and how can you help yourself to achieve that flow? And that's what I'm saying here is, it's what you do, how you set it up the night before and that morning when you make yourself do something. Like a lot of people these days are going into that Wim Hof ice bath kind of thing, you know. It's like jumping yourself into a barrel of water in the morning. It will affect your day in a way of changing, inhibiting patterns and changing how you think about things and how you feel about things. It will make you want to jump into life a little bit more, change how you perceive things, because it's something different to what you normally do. And you said to yourself on that morning, things are going to go my way, things are going to be good, things are going to be moving in the direction that I want it to go. And obviously, you know, every day can't be like that. There will be obstacles at some point. But if you set yourself an intention, and this is what I'm saying about days where it's something like your birthday or there's an event that day, think of it in another way. If you've got an event coming up that you're dreading, say there's something at work, you've got to have a confrontation with somebody, you know, or you've got to go to a court or something like that, you might find that that morning you burn your toast, your kettle breaks, or your hairdryer doesn't work, or you can't find the shoes that you need, and you're stifled, you're slow energy, it's something is trying to block you, because subconsciously you don't want to go and do that. So it's slowing you down, it's trying to hold you back from having that experience. Whereas when it's, again, something like your birthday or an event that you are looking forward to, you know that you're going to enjoy it. It's got an energy to it that this is great, this is good, I'm looking forward to moving into this direction, into this flow. So think about your day for the rest of the day here. What do you want your day to look like tomorrow? So if you set your alarm for 6 o'clock in the morning, give yourself something exciting about that so that you will wake up at that time, rather than going, oh, and then turning it onto snooze, or forgetting to snooze and then getting up at 8 o'clock and being really stressed because you're late for everything. This is that energy of sort of like helping yourself and finding that joy, finding that flow, finding that ability to just move through things that are seemingly stuck or slow moving. And you do find, like, have you ever heard people say about, you know, why is it all the happiest days seem to go the fastest? Some people have said that, you know, when they're getting married or something, it's like their wedding day seemed to go really fast, or their birthday celebration went really fast. It's because you're in that flow, so it's like the energy feels quite quick. Whereas when we're feeling stifled and stuck with things, the energy feels heavy and slow and like it's dragging. But there is always a way to inhibit how we're feeling with that energy, to make it more lighter and with more movement in there. So that is the energy that is surrounding us today. And if your day is feeling like that, then you can start this from now. What does your evening look like, or your afternoon look like? So are you looking forward to your lunch? Is there a chance you could actually go out for your lunch, perhaps? I don't know, go for a walk somewhere, go somewhere different to where you normally go. That sparks an interest and an excitement within you. And you may find when you go out there that it's actually really nice. And when you come back into work, it will flow. Things will flow better. So this is an energy that in a way you can control it. You can control that flow. I'm not saying that there won't be things, you know, that might come up against you, but the way that you'll handle it will be in that flow energy. So it's almost like it won't even touch the sides. It'll just like water off a duck's back, because you know you're in that flow of energy that's allowing you to feel confident and in that faster moving. When it's slower moving, it's allowing things to sort of grab at you and, you know, magnets pulling you in different directions. Whereas this is more sort of intervening, slippery energy that's kind of moving through. It's like, not going to get me, not going to get me. I'm moving through this energy. So allow yourself to find that. And it might sound tricky. You might not believe me. You may feel like, oh, what's she talking about? This is all a little bit airy-fairy, kind of, yeah, you just wish and make it happen. But no, this is not about wishing and making it happen. It's about accessing and triggering that subconscious mind into believing in what's happening in the conscience. So it's allowing that energy to be quicker, to push you through, allowing you to bring that energy faster. I'm going to pick a card that goes with that flow of energy. See if that resonates with it. So if you did, and some mornings you may find that you just wake up and you're like, yeah, this is going to be a good day. Maybe the sun's shining and it just feels like a good day. You know that day there is going to be fortunate things that happen for you. Yeah. So, okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, and this energy with Lagos, I mean, this is air and water really. It's that mental ability to sort of be very much like, I'm moving forward here. I am taking charge. I'm going for it. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to hold me back. And that is a very powerful energy, and it's a mind over matter kind of energy. So that's what we need to bring forward with Lagos is, you know, if you think about water, how forceful is water? When you watch waves moving, you know, there is that complete and utter force. Anything that stands in its way does not stand a chance. So with Lagos and the Queen of, I need to say cups then, the Queen of Swords, Lagos and the Queen of Swords brings that force of nature, brings that forceful energy, a very feminine energy as well, that allows you to intervene, to move through things, especially fear. Both of these are connected to moving through fear and taking charge. You will find, I always think of an owl with this one. It's almost like, you know, the ability to sort of like, it doesn't matter how dark it is, you've got that ability to swoop through. And if you've ever seen an owl in the darkness, it's almost like they're glowing. They look like they're glowing. It's such a strange thing to watch, especially like barn owls and things. I don't know why I'm talking about owls now, but it's finding that energy within yourself to really glow up, to really be bright and stand out in where you want to go and what you want to do, taking that charge, taking control, intervening in the direction that you want to go, rather than allowing yourself to be pulled into different directions and that energy becoming slower. This is a fast moving energy, and that fast moving energy is flowing you into alignment with your head and with your heart. So I will leave you with that there today. And yeah, do like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you enjoy my readings. Blessed be.